Alright, bonjour GlobeHoppers, we have made it to France. If you've been following us for a while, you know we've been to France once before, and Paris was not quite our favorite city. But we have decided to return to France because on our way from Heidelberg to Barcelona, we needed to spend a few days near the beaches, so we figured, why not try Nice? So here we are today in the little city of Nice, and we're going to try to get down to the beach, but it is like nearly hurricane conditions. We're hiding behind a wall right now to block some of this wind. First, we're going to walk through the city though, show you guys some of the little tourist attractions and highlights, and then hopefully we'll get ourselves down to the beach before this wind gets too heavy. Alright guys, we are in the Place Messina, which is the main square in the middle of Nice, and you can see behind us there's some fountains with kids playing in it. But we're going to come over here and check out the highlight of this square, which is a statue, and I'll tell you the story of it once the wind dies down in a second. We'll get over there and try to find some shelter. This is the sun statue, and it is a statue of Apollo surrounded by a bunch of smaller statues. Now here's the story behind it. It is the laughing stock of this town. The citizens of Nice don't like it and have not liked it ever since it was put here. It is because, first of all, Apollo's in the center and the four horses are on top of his head like a crown, and they said it for no car commercial from the 50s, so that was the first reason they didn't like it. The second reason was because he had a giant penis in the original version, and they've had to several times shave it down to not offend people, so that was the second reason they didn't like it. And if you check around the statues around the bottom, the bronze ones, they're supposed to symbolize the planets, and he's supposed to symbolize the sun. And when they took it out of here, they took him out of here but left the other statues here around it, and eventually decided to bring it back and put him in again. Like I said, shaved down though. So over time, he's now just a laughing stock. Everybody makes fun of him and the locals hate him, but he's back in town, so there he is. Alright guys, we're in the heart of Nice's old city now. The architecture is pretty constant everywhere you look, just like you see in the pictures here. Except for this one church, this is their main masterpiece, I guess you could say. This is the Nice Cathedral, or the Cathedral of Saint Rapporte. I'm trying to hurry because the wind's coming again. But it was built in the 1600s, and it's like dead center in the middle of everything, so you can't miss it. And you can see by looking around, there's just tons of tourists all over the place. Hope you're enjoying it.
See if we go outside.
Alright guys, so it's very beautiful on the inside, but I guess kind of like when we were in Asia, you've seen one temple, you've seen two temples, you see 100 temples, kind of all get to looking similar. This one was nice because it was open and it was still in use, like they were setting up for a mass today, you could tell. So that's pretty cool seeing them do that, instead of like museum style in it. This one's actually still in use. But I think now we're going to head down and find the promenade and see what Nice's beaches are all about. I was going to show you guys all the different flavors, but it is way too crowded up there to keep sticking my camera in there. We saw beer ice cream. It was tasted just like beer, like really strong beer. They got olive ice cream. They got everything you can imagine up here. So I went with a mint and she went with a white chocolate. We stopped for ice cream and we got distracted by a waterfall. So before we head to the promenade, we're going to climb up these steps here and try to find this waterfall. They say it's hidden in the middle of Nice. Those are the steps. So on our way up, climbing to look for the waterfalls, we came across a cemetery, and there's this big wall here that has the names of a lot of Holocaust survivors. So this is a Jewish cemetery with the Holocaust memorial out front. Oh wow. waterfall, we found this park with these awesome views. So we're gonna check out these views and then I'll show you what's in the middle of the park next. So like I said, guys, we were looking for the waterfalls, but we found this park on top of the mountain, top of the hill, and there's families everywhere. There's open spots where you can go just play and hang out, but the money is the views. Everywhere you go, 360 views everywhere of Nice and of the ocean. But over here in the center, I guess years ago they discovered that there was a castle in ruins buried up here. So they're excavating it now, and you can see what they've already got dug out. Let's go see if we can show you some ruins. All right, so here's the archaeological site. Alright guys, so that little detour to find the waterfalls ended up taking us about an hour and a half by the time we found a bathroom for her, and then we went all the way to that park and walked around up there. We finally found it, and here it is. Alright guys, we finally made it to the beach, and it's not what I was expecting. It's a lot of people laying on rocks. Look at this. I can't see how this is very comfortable, but look at everybody down here doing it.
It's a beautiful water.
How cool is that? So last week we caught the Special Olympics in Berlin, and today we caught the end of the Nice triathalon here in Nice. Alright guys, so our plan was to finish up the day by renting scooters and going along the promenade. However, today they have the triathlon going on, so renting scooters would be more like obstacle avoidance practice. So we figured we're just going to take a nice slow walk along the promenade and wrap up today's video. We took you guys to the heart of Nice, the old city. We did the cathedral, we did the main square, we saw the Apollo statue. We went up to the waterfalls, we saw the castles being excavated, and everything we did today was free. So you can come to Nice on a budget. However, housing and food are not going to be cheap, but the activities are free. So keep that in mind if you're going to come here. Otherwise, we hope you guys enjoyed the day here with us today, and I hope you enjoyed a walk along the promenade back. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, try that again. I hope you enjoy a walk along the promenade on the way back. So if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.